Oh, hey, what's going on, guys? This is Linda, aka the Gamer Girl, and you're watching JLuv81.
Hey everybody, it's your girl JLuv81. What's going on, guys? Today, we are going to be talking about our least favorite console. Now, when I say our least favorite console, it is not a console that we dislike. It is not a console we despise. We hate this console. No, it's not like that. This is our least favorite console, and we will be explaining as to why that is. So this is a matter of, opinions and preferences. So when I say we, I mean myself, Megadan29, Captain Algebra, T-Belly, and Phil Twerpin. So let's get started.
Hey everybody, Captain Algebra here. When JLuv first asked me to be part of this collaboration, I knew exactly what console to talk about. The Nintendo Switch. Really, guys? You guys had to be such Switch fanboys that you couldn't even let me finish saying Switch before you jumped at me with torches and pitchforks? Okay, relax a little bit, okay? Remember, this is least favorite console, not hated console. I actually like the Switch. It's just my least favorite. I like every console I've ever played. This just happens to be my least favorite. Just relax a little bit and hear me out. Okay? The Switch is a good console. It has a lot of good games. Super Mario Odyssey, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Super Mario Party, just to name a few. But there are some issues that I have with it that it makes it very overhyped in my opinion. First of all, the portability. Now I understand that some people, it's great that it's portable. Okay? Some people have jobs that they can play it at. Some people commute on trains or with the subway or with cabs to work so they can play then. I have a job that I can't play at my job. I drive myself to work, so I can't play on my commute, and I don't really travel that much. And even if I did, I like bringing handheld consoles like my 3DS, my Game Boy Advance SP, my PSP, that kind of stuff when I travel, not a home console. So the portability does nothing for me. But the big problem I have with it are the ports. There are just so many ports with the Switch. You've got Captain Toad, you've got Breath of the Wild, you got Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, you got Super Mario Bros. Deluxe U, which isn't even that different from the Wii U game. You've got Hyrule Warriors, you got Bayonetta 2. You just gotta get those ports out of here. Come on. You even got Link's Awakening Remaster coming. Why do I need a remaster? I already have 2 copies of the game. So there's just so many ports. I want new games. I want Super Mario Odyssey 2. I want a new 2D Zelda. Don't give me remasters, give me new games. And that's my biggest problem with the Switch. People go on and on and on about these games, but I already have all of them. I know some people skip the Wii U, so they miss some of those games, but honestly, they're charging $60 for a lot of these games. These games aren't new. They're just on a different console. That doesn't make it worth it, in my opinion. Hopefully you guys can listen to a reason a little bit and not crucify me for that, just because my least favorite console is the Switch.
What's up, YouTube? It's me, your guy, T-Belly here, with a brand new collaboration, aka Rockstar Belly. Doing this one with my homies, some of the Retro crew. Thank you, JLuv81, for letting us be a part of this awesome collaboration. I was rocking your shirt last night, so I decided to keep it on while I record this video. So we want to talk about our least favorite gaming console. Well, it's pretty obvious. If you're a friend of mine, you know what console I do not talk about. And that is the Atari 2600. It is a good looking console. The controller is classic. It works on the Sega Genesis, which is pretty cool. But as far as the Atari 2600 goes itself, outside of the box art and the shape of the cartridges, the design, they look nice, especially for collecting. The games themselves are very basic, a bunch of blocks on screen, mostly high score running games from my experience. Almost every game is oh, let's try a harder version, let's try to beat the high score. It's very basic games. I guess I remember people harassing NES games of being micro games. Well, to me, this is the definition of a micro game, an Atari 2600 game, a game like Pac-Man on the 2600. A game, any one of those games, Pitfall, Ping Pong. That's what it's called, Ping Pong. I mean, whatever, man. Whatever. Those games is just not my thing. Not bashing the system. It is a classic console. It's a console I wish I never owned. And that's why it's my least favorite gaming console of all time. Some people might not agree, but I just have my valid points that I don't like the graphics, I don't like the gameplay, and I just feel like they're just micro games. But that's my thoughts. So let's send it off over to the next homie.
So, my least favorite console is the Nintendo Wii. The thing I disliked about the Wii, and it had nothing to do with that it was less powerful than the PS3 and the Xbox 360. I really didn't care about that. It was the motion controls. The problem I had was some of the games, there was no option to use a regular controller. Mario Kart 8. You could play like this. Or you could play using one of these, the classic controller, which was my preference. First off, Mario Galaxy, okay? The spherical platform made me sick. I really wasn't a fan of it, but this is what annoyed me. Another thing was Skyward Sword. I was not a fan of this. Oh. I wasn't a fan of the motion controls. Some of the games, I understand that you need the motion controls, but others, there was no need for it. Let me have that option, please. That is why that's my least favorite console.
What's up, people? This is your boy Phil Twerpin, and shout out to JLuv81 for allowing me to be a part of this beautiful, beautiful situation. So without further ado, I'm not going to hold y'all up any longer. My least favorite console, N64. First of all, I'm a left-handed person, and the controller is just too flicked. The middle part comes out too far. The sticks is always breaking. Like, I'm a heavy competitive player when it came to stuff like that, like your GoldenEyes, your Mortal Kombats, and your Mario Karts. And once you play that with friends for about a week or so or stuff like that, your stick starts to go through like some sort of problems. And what the hell is up with like the C buttons? C buttons, okay, I started to appreciate them later on down the road, but I'm still not too strong on it. It's just a very, very wonky controller. I can't really mess with it. Seriously, I cannot. And secondly, the games. Okay, you got your first party Nintendo titles and stuff like that came out, and then you had your second or third parties or stuff like that. What is it? Like your Turok or your War Gods and Mischief Makers and stuff like that. Okay, that was cool. But then when you turned it around and tried to ramp it up and tried to add like mature ratings for the N64, like come on, it was a family-friendly system. They was already pushing along with GoldenEye. GoldenEye was good, but they gave you paints of blood. But when they attempted to make certain games and tried to add the same graphic gore factor to a Nintendo system, they got it right later in the Wii with Resident Evil 4. But with the N64 days, nah, they really dropped the ball with that. So, I mean, not too much really to say about that. Those are like my serious gripes about it. So, that's my thought. So, thank you, JLuv, for letting me be a part of this. And I'm gonna send it right back to you.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Megadan29, and this is my least favorite console. My least favorite console is the Sega Trash Cast. I mean, the Sega Garbage Cast. No, I'm just joking. The Sega Dreamcast. The Sega Dreamcast is not a console I hate, but there's some things I don't like about it. And the main thing I don't like about it is, first of all, the controller. The controller is not super comfortable. It's got an okay joystick and stuff. I can't stand this D-pad. Granted, you don't really have to use a D-pad that much, but it's just not the most comfortable controller. Could be better comparing it to things like the Super Nintendo, the PlayStation, and things like that. And in my opinion, the other thing it faults on really bad, which is the biggest thing that matters when you talk about systems, are the games. Now, I looked up the top 10 most exclusive Dreamcast games, and I came up with things like Crazy Taxi, Jet Set Radio, Seaman, Power Stone, Daytona USA, House of the Dead. That's not a good lineup when you're looking up at the top games for a system. That's not strong. That's not strong at all. And the only one I liked a lot is I like the NFL games and I like the Shenmue game. That was a really good stuff there. But that's why I don't like the console very much. I can never find games I really enjoy for it. I'm sure there's a Sonic game in there or two that I like, and you know, I just got to explore it more, but everything I've seen so far, and when people try to explain to me good games, I never seem to find anything I'm very impressed with. That's for sure. So that is why the Sega Dreamcast is my least favorite console.
Yeah?
Hey kid, what's up? Do you like video games?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, well, I'm trying to get rid of some trash here and just wanted to know, what would you trade for this?
Is this good?
Yeah, deal.
All right, guys. So thank you for joining us. I really appreciate it. And thank you, Megadan29, Captain Algebra, Phil Twerpin, and T-Belly. Their links will be in the description below, so check out their amazing channels. Thank you for joining me and partaking in this. That is our least favorite consoles. Let me know what your guys' least favorite console is. What's there to like? What's there not to like? I'm just curious. Let us know if you agree with some of our picks. So, thank you guys once again. Promote positivity, and I'll see you guys later.